Hey, what's up? To start off this video, we would like to draw attention to that Baldi's Basics was a game for the Meta Game Jam, which means it had to go into the development instead of the story because it is a meta game that was made in 2 weeks. You see that people make theories all the time. This game was a game within a game which made Baldi's Basics, and it includes an entity called Filename 2. I just want to warn you, it will get pretty spooky. This is the story of Filename 2 and the secret ending to Baldi's Basics. This game, guys, just a quick little more warning, is a lot more dark and eerie than you think it is. So if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, I don't know why you would, but I just want to let you know so don't get sued or something. The story is pretty disturbing of Baldi's Basics that I actually had to write a script, so we are going to start the theory right now. Let's go.
This game has very fundamental flaws, but the story and parallels that I'll draw throughout the video will be very consistent in showing that there has to be more to this game than meets the eye. And as shown in Treacicle's video, the integration of the second ending leaves a gateway to theories telling what Baldi's Basics is and what this means. And unlike other people who have stated that this man, who is named Filename 2, and the secret ending as a whole is simply a joke put in by the creator, which was basically mocking people about creating lore about video games.
I do not believe that this is a joke at all. Did you see that? We use a lot of big words. We're going to prove that we're not idiots.
Definitely. So in Treacicle's video, he states that you're in some kind of realm of sentient beings. Others say the thing behind Baldi's Basics is that you're a kid who is showing symptoms of schizophrenia and sees reality in an unrealistic way. And the characters that you see are not real, but only a perception of your school life moulded in a false reality.
But I don't believe any of this.
I can't say this about all the characters, but it's very real, and not just a figment of your imagination. So whether or not Baldi's schoolhouse is a physical place you were taken to, or a mental one he has you trapped in, it is not clear which one it is. But one thing is for sure.
Baldi, this schoolhouse, and Filename 2 are not just accidents, and this game truly has a deeper, eerie meaning behind it. We want to get to the direct question and answer we're trying to show you all in this video. This game and Filename 2 are not just accidents, and the true story is not yet revealed. I'm wanting to explain this theory of what Baldi's Basics is and what is truly going on. And we start at the beginning. When we first open it up, we see a friendly figure named Baldi welcoming the newfound player. So, at first, when we first get to the first question of the first notebook, we need to answer math questions, which we're told that would happen on the How to Play section of the title screen. The first notebook is very easy, and it says, "Wow, you exist," which is an interesting statement to say the least if you're looking. The reason that this is so significant, that if you watch Treacicle's videos, he explains how the other characters have one function and obsess over that function to the point they do it all the time and everywhere. Principle, the laws, gotta sweep, sweeps, playtime, players jump rope all the time. Well, the reason why these characters have only one function is because they are part of Baldi's schoolhouse, and Baldi demands order to be maintained as seen on the school rules. And these members no longer exist, but are only members of Baldi's schoolhouse who he supervises and controls. And his next goal is to keep this newcomer in his schoolhouse forever to answer his math questions, because this newcomer can show he solves many different math problems and performs many different functions because They exist. So who is Baldi speaking to? It's not some made-up kid. No, that's not true. The person he's speaking to is you. The person who downloaded the game and decided to enter Baldi's schoolhouse. Because you, unlike any character that could ever be in the game, are the one that really exists. Not just a made-up character or a sprite in the game. Now, if you ask, if he wants us to stay in there forever, then why does he give us an option to leave by collecting notebooks? Let's first assume that Baldi likes order. Therefore, the itch.io page and the story is written to satisfy Baldi's needs and what he wants you to hear in order to get into his schoolhouse and his game. He also tempts you to do what he wants with prizes to get you to perform the exact actions he wants you to. And if you had done what he instructed and answered all of them correctly, you would have been following Baldi's orders, just like everybody else in the schoolhouse does, following the designated orders by Baldi. And in doing so, who knows what Baldi would have really done to you if you had actually done what he wanted. No, you didn't answer them correctly. You physically weren't able to. You only answered one of them correctly. And for the other 6, you got a question wrong on each of them. Therefore, you did not follow Baldi's directions. He told you to get every single question on the notebooks correct and collect all of them. Why would Baldi set you off with the last question to be Mesostat? Then he gets mad at you and tries to eliminate you when you get the question he put there wrong. But why would he make you get it wrong if he wants you to get it right? That doesn't make much sense. Unless Baldi wasn't the one who corrupted the third question in all 6 of the notebooks, but it was someone completely different. This makes sense when Baldi is angry at you for getting the question wrong, because he wants you to get it right, but someone is altering his plan for you, and is altering the rules and making it so you cannot follow them by jumbling up the third question letters to make Baldi angry. But they had to go against the protocol to jumble it up. But wait, they would have to exist. They would have to have the consciousness to go against and rebel against Baldi's rules. There is someone in this game of Baldi's Basics who is going out of their way to make it so you can't follow the school rules by jumbling up the third question letters and chasing you. It would make chasing you around the schoolhouse. It would make sense that the third question would be, like all the other characters are non-existent now. And file name 2 is the one who helps you, because it shows that there's different like principle and playtime. Whenever file name 2 talks, his voice is engulfed in static.
Destroy the game before it's too late. Look, I have something kind of important to say. It's about the game. Don't just. This is probably looking pretty ridiculous. Don't tell.
Now, unlike the principal and the gotta sweep, file name 2 exists. Now, whether the principal and gotta sweep ever existed, I don't really know, but it probably used to. Treacicle explains how file name 2 is merging with the code and influences it through the monologue, as well as the get out while you still can screen that occurs after you collect the 7th notebook.
Congratulations! Congratulations! You found all 7 notebooks! Now all you need to do is get out while you still can!
Which is file name 2, fighting through the corruption to deliver the same message to you that he does when you see him in the secret ending. And whenever file name 2 talks, his voice is engulfed in static due to him being corrupted and unable to speak his own mind, nearly. And the distorted image in Baldi is basic, because Baldi's taken his soul and existence away. And the distorted image of Baldi that shows up in the office with him shows that Baldi is not a person, but some kind of corrupted abstract being who is in control of the game and can take away and dismantle the existence of his victims. I know that sounds crazy and I'm like some big nerd going on about nothing, but just try to hear me out, stay with me real quick. It's uncertain that Baldi and file name 2 are in the same game. File name 2 goes on to mess with the game. It would be certain that the last question was a loud, garbled mess of static to keep you away from answering it. This static is so loud and out of level with Baldi's voice that file name 2 tries to protect you from answering the question, which makes Baldi. File name 2 goes on to disrupt the third question to be a loud, garbled mess of static in order to keep you away from answering it. It is so loud and out of level with Baldi's voice, and Baldi didn't insert this corrupted data, but it was forced in by file name 2. And just like you, he went into. You have to collect the notebooks with total defiance of Baldi's system, which makes him angrier with each problem that you get wrong. The static voice screaming is file name 2. And when Baldi, he even scrambled the itch.io page to prevent you, that backfired, to stop you from downloading the game. Because when you collect the 7th notebook, the static voice, why is file name 2 trying to help you? Well, because he's your friend that went to eating practice, which the banana is most likely a clue to show that Baldi was actually lying to you about his motives and he is actually trapped within the game. File name 2 does have some control over the game, which is why the third question is impossible to solve. But if file name 2 is your friend who went to eating practice but is actually trapped in the game, would he ever escape? Just like you, he went into the game but fell for the trap that he's trying to help you keep away from. And his name, file name 2, shows that he is that corrupted that his name is not even a name anymore, but it is a generic coding term. Thank you for watching this video, and if you did enjoy,
Like and subscribe.
also click that bell to turn on the notifications, that way you'll never miss a video. And let me know in the comments what other video game theories you want me to do next on the channel. So, bye!
Bye.